All right, let's get right into it today. Sounds like we've got some fun stuff to unpack. Someone's got a trip to Chicago coming up.
Yeah, super exciting. It's an amazing city, tons to see and do.
So much to do, so little time, right? That's what we're here for. Looks like they've been doing their research, though. I mean, I'm seeing pages of notes here.
Definitely. Though with so many iconic spots, it can be tough to narrow it down.
Absolutely. So that's our mission today, our big Chicago deep dive. We're going to help make the most of their trip, hit those must-sees, and hopefully uncover a hidden gem or two along the way. Where do we even begin?
Well, how about we start with one of Chicago's most recognizable landmarks,
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Millennium Park, home of the iconic bean.
Cloudgate. Gotta get
Yeah,
that picture. I feel like that's a rite of passage for any Chicago first timer.
definitely. But
Yeah.
pictures don't really do it justice. Seeing it in person is something else.
Oh, I bet. What is it, the size or
It's huge.
huge?
Plus, the way it reflects the city, the sky, even the people around it, it's like you're looking into a distorted mirror. It's super cool.
I've got to see that. And hey, a little green space in the concrete jungle never hurts. I imagine after being inside museums and stuff, it's nice to just chill and soak up some sun.
Oh, totally. Millennium Park is the perfect spot for that. Speaking of cool things to see, you've got to check out Crown Fountain while you're there. It's a public art installation, basically. These giant LED screens project faces, and then water flows from their mouths.
No way, really. That sounds kind of hilarious. I love it when art is like interactive and unexpected. It's not just a stuffy statue you look at, you know?
Right. It's playful and engaging, and those faces, well, there's something else. Okay, so we've had our fun in the park, feeling those creative vibes. I'm thinking our next stop, H has to be the Art Institute of Chicago, right? I mean, we're talking Monet, Van Gogh, Picasso.
Mhm.
Even I know those names, and art's not really my thing.
Those are some big hitters in the art world for sure. It's amazing to think you can see all of them in one place.
It really is. But I'll be honest, when I went, I kind of got lost in those big names. I mean, they're incredible, don't get me wrong, but then I stumbled upon this exhibit, the Thorne Miniature Rooms.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it was a total game changer.
Miniature rooms. What are we talking, like doll houses? I'm so intrigued. Tell me more.
Kinda, but so much more intricate. They're these tiny, incredibly detailed rooms, each one decorated to represent a different historical period or interior design style.
Yeah.
It's wild, like you're peeking into a perfectly preserved moment in time.
I have chills. That's so cool. It's like those tiny details, they transport you, right? Man, I'm adding that to the list right now. Okay, so we've done art, we've done parks. Let's switch gears. What about Navy Pier?
It's got to be on the list too.
Oh, absolutely. That's quintessential Chicago.
I'm picturing those classic Ferris wheel shots overlooking Lake Michigan. Is that right?
That's it. It's got that carnival atmosphere, tons of food stalls, shops, even little cruises you can take out on the lake.
Oh, a cruise sounds lovely.
Mm.
Now, I have to ask, is this pier actually, well, a real pier, or is it like a purely touristy spot? It's actually both. It used to be a bustling shipping hub in the early 1900s. Can you imagine? Now it's all about fun and entertainment, but those historical roots are still there if you look for them.
I love that. Okay, after all that excitement, I'm going to need another break, preferably with a view. How about we head up, way up, next stop, Willis Tower, or as the cool kids say, the Skydeck.
Ah, now you're talking. That view is something else. You can see for miles,
Yeah.
literally. Like on a
Mhm.
clear day, you could spot 4 different states.
Wow, no way. You're not joking about seeing for miles. Okay, and now don't tell me they have one of those glass box things where you can step out over the edge. You know I'm terrified of heights.
You do. The ledge, they call it. It's not for the faint of heart.
Hmm.
But hey, maybe looking out at that sprawling city below will make you forget all about the height.
I'm gonna have to think about that one. But let's be real, I'll probably chicken out. Okay, so we've seen Chicago from above. Now let's explore it at ground level specifically. The Magnificent Mile. I imagine the shopping is out of this world, right?
It's definitely a shopper's paradise.
Yeah.
But even if you're not into that, it's worth strolling down just to admire the architecture.
Oh, right. What kind of architecture are we talking?
It's a mix of everything, really.
Hmm.
You'll see historic buildings with ornate details, modern skyscrapers, even some Art Deco gems sprinkled in. It's like a walking tour of architectural history. Plus, there's a little something there for your sweet tooth, too.
Okay, what's the go-to treat on the Magnificent Mile?
Got to try Garrett popcorn. Their Chicago Messenger. Makes a blend of cheese and caramel popcorn. It's legendary. Trust me, you won't regret it.
That's a combo I can get behind. Okay, we've done it. a whirlwind tour of Chicago. And this is just scratching the surface, people. We've hit iconic landmarks, delved into art and history, even uncovered some hidden gems. But most importantly, we've equipped our listener with the knowledge to plan an epic trip to the Windy City.
And that's what it's all about. But here's a little something to remember. Don't be afraid to deviate from the plan. Some of the best travel memories happen when you least expect them. So keep your eyes open, be present, and who knows what you might stumble upon in a city as dynamic as Chicago.
Words to travel by. So to our listener out there planning their Chicago adventure, safe travels, and don't forget to tag us in those bean photos.